What's going on, guys? Happy Wednesday to everyone. Hopefully everyone is doing well, staying safe, healthy. If you had to take a COVID test, hopefully you have tested negative. I just want to take a few minutes of your time to remind you that we are now starting to enter the colder months here in the United States. And in the Northern Hemisphere around the world, the colder months are setting in. More people are going to be headed indoors. The holidays are not too far away. Halloween's coming up just next week. This weekend's going to be Halloween weekend. There's going to be a lot of indoor gatherings that start to take place. This is not time to let your guard down for COVID, flu, or any viruses, especially COVID. There are a lot of different COVID variants out there right now. You need to be prepared. You need to continue masking with an N95 or better mask. And if you're running low on masks, now would be the time to stock up. If you have doctor's appointments that are scheduled over the next few months, you have to make that decision. Are you going to go to that? Is it a critical appointment that you need to go to? Or are you going to reschedule it until spring when hopefully levels will start to drop again? This week and on is transition period. Right now, we are starting to transition into the winter wave of COVID. We had a little bit of a break after the summer wave over the last couple weeks. We started to see a couple states rise last week. Yesterday, we saw a big increase in New York State hospitalizations. We're going to see more states rise this week. And any states that are not yet rising, probably by mid-November, they will be rising. Halloween weekend's coming. That's going to be a super spreader for COVID nationwide. You may not see cases locally rise yet, but trust me, within just a few weeks, they will start to rise. There are new variants on the horizon. We're starting to see this lineage of the BA 2.86 variant known as JN.1 show up. Some are now saying that could become the dominant variant by the middle of December. That would be bad. That would be just before the Christmas and New Year's holidays. Plus, keep in mind, we do have Thanksgiving that comes up in November. COVID cases are going to start going higher, and we're also going to see a higher number of people hospitalized. Chances are all levels will surpass the summer wave as more people will be indoors in the colder months, which means the easier transmission of COVID. COVID spreads easier indoors. Please, when you are going places, remember to mask. Also, if you don't have HEPA filtration in your household, now would be a good time to get one. You can get cheaper ones. You can make a Corsi box, which it's fairly easy to do, which is you take some HEPA filters, you grab a fan. I mean, that's fairly simple to do. That's a more affordable route. Or if you can afford it, you can go out and get a more expensive air purifier. I have two that I run in my house. One is a more expensive one, and I do keep them running daily because, you know, it keeps me safe. It's also good for dust in the house and allergens. Like if you're an allergy sufferer, like myself, I get allergies pretty bad. It's a good idea to keep it on hand. So yes, I just want to tell you, if you have anything critical coming up, time to start rethinking that. I know I have an appointment coming up at the end of November. I'm thinking whether or not I'm going to do it. So right now I'm leaning towards I have to because it's going to teach me how to use a new treatment. So kind of don't have a choice in that retrospect. But yeah, the holidays are coming. The first one is going to be Halloween. Then comes Thanksgiving. Then comes the Jewish holidays of Hanukkah. Then Christmas. And so you get the idea. The biggest time of the year for COVID spread is coming. And we're probably going to see our highest levels of the year in late November and December. It's going to be the highest levels that we've seen in all of 2023. So it's going to get pretty dicey there for a while. Do whatever you can to protect yourself, your friends, your loved ones, your family, because that time of year, it's coming. I mean, you start thinking about, can you pull your child to virtual education for the next few months? I don't know. Is that possible? I mean, start thinking about all these things. Make sure you're sending your child to school with a mask on, because you don't know whether they have just been to a large gathering, birthday parties. now's not the time. Halloween weekend this weekend. There's going to be a lot of parties. If you are invited to a party, explain the situation. Tell them, I would like to come, but COVID's still a thing and it's not over. And if they kind of, say like, oh, that's over with, well, you know what? Don't worry about it. You're doing what you can to keep yourself safe. That's all you can do. If they don't want to take your advice and they don't want to follow your advice saying, oh, it's not a big deal, blah, 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 that's on them. That's the choice they made. I mean, we could educate. I can sit here and try and educate people all day long, and some people just will not have it. They will just not see it my way, and unfortunately, they do learn the hard way. We have seen so many people learn the hard way. I wish it was easier. I wish everyone would listen to the advice that we give, I give, and take this seriously, and then we would have less people, paying the ultimate price. Long COVID, death, all the things that have been happening that we've been warning about. But here we are in this place where there's just a small percentage of us that are still taking this seriously. And to those that are still taking this seriously, I truly thank you. And hopefully, by doing this video, hopefully I convinced some others that were thinking, you know what, maybe it's not such a big deal anymore, but now after listening to what Data Report just said, maybe I'm going to go back to taking COVID seriously again. Thank you. I mean, come on. Diabetes, Alzheimer's, heart problems, you name it. COVID can do a lot of damage, and it's about to do that right now because the time of year where COVID goes up the most, which is around the holidays at the end of the year, especially now that we may have a new variant on the horizon, JN.1, it's something we have to watch based on data that just came out of France yesterday. If that does become a dominating variant during the holidays, it would be a pretty significant wave. It would probably be worse than last year. Let's put it that way. Worse than the holidays of last year. So it's something we have to watch. But guess what? We do have a couple things we can do to keep ourselves safe. Mask and HEPA filters. If you feel like you're sick and you take a rapid test and you come up negative, keep testing again. Could it be something else? Sure, but keep testing for COVID because those tests sometimes are not always accurate. We have seen several cases where an entire household has COVID. One person keeps coming up negative for COVID, but meanwhile they have the same symptoms as everyone else. In those situations, assume you have COVID. Alrighty? So again, mask, HEPA filters, test, keep ourselves safe as we head into the winter season. Thanks for watching, everyone, and most importantly, stay safe. If you like this content, thumbs up, subscribe down below. We'll have a pandemic update later in the day today, and thanks for watching. See you all again next time. Stay safe, everyone.